Peace. Hello to everybody. Welcome to my channel. This is the first video that I'm actually putting up. Basically about a vlog of my life and different things that I have going on. And today's subject that I am doing is a procedure that I actually had done today. One out of many that I have already done in the past, in which I will be updating the vlog with all of that, and then also doing a lot of different stories about different things and situations that happen in my life as well. And so that's why I call it the Road to Recovery. So it's not just about medically recovering, but also about recovering within life, through the things that I had to go through. But today I did something special. I did something, I have a really bad degenerative disc disease in my neck. And I went through what is called, and I gotta get the correct name for it, is Cervical Radiofrequency Lesioning. Okay, so cervical radiofrequency lesioning is also known as cervical medical branch neurotomy, or radiofrequency ablation of the cervical faucet joints, and is a medical procedure used to treat chronic neck pain arising from the faucet joints in the cervical spine, the upper part of the spine. The procedure aims to disrupt the nerve signals responsible for the transmitting pain from these joints going to the brain. So I had to read that because I wanted to make sure that it was 100% correct, and I wanted you guys to understand about what I had done today. I actually still have my because I went in today at 2 p.m. Actually, it was 2:30. Since it was my first time and I wasn't knowing what to expect today, they gave me a mild sedative. So when I went in, I had to go in an hour early, in which I got there kind of late. I was supposed to be there at 1 o'clock. I got there about 1:15, and then by the time I got finished checking in, doing paperwork, all that other good stuff, and blood pressure taken, doing my vitals, all that other good stuff. So it turned out to be about 1:30 by the time they gave me the sedative. Now with the sedative, they said that they were going to have me wait for at least a half an hour. But it actually was 1:50 by the time I did the sedative, and I got the sedative. So by 1:50, I got the sedative and went back out to the waiting room. Now the whole time, I want you guys to understand, I had a blessing that happened. My mom actually flew in from New Jersey to be with me throughout the whole entire time. She got in a couple days ago, and been by my side ever since. It's not too often that I get graced with her presence, and so it was wonderful. So with that being said, I was in a totally better mood when she came. Get me situated, and so that she can drive me back, because I would be underneath of this sedative. So back to the procedure. Went back out to the waiting room, talked to moms for about another half an hour or so. So by 12:30, 12:35, they came out and got me, and went back to the room where they were doing the procedure. Didn't know if I was gonna have to strip all the way down, put on the gown and all that other stuff. None of that. So what I had to do was, basically I just had to take my top off, lay on the bed, basically face down, put my arms to my side, which is kind of uncomfortable because of the way that my shoulder is, my left shoulder. I got a lot of pain in that, but that's another story coming up. But I was able to move them in like underneath of my thighs so that they feel a little bit more natural in that state. So after I did that, I'm gonna give you the real of it all. You know, he started numbing the area. It didn't really hurt. It was like a prick, and you know, a little bit of burning when this stuff went in. What really was different, and not only different, but a lot of, I mean, even though he put the needles down into my spine to right next, and he had a big x-ray machine that was right there that he used to guide him straight to the nerves that he needed to go up against. The only major pressure that I felt was when he was pushing against that nerve. Even though he did put some numbing agent down in there to numb that area, pushing a nerve is still pushing a nerve, and it hurt. I wouldn't say hurt, it was uncomfortable. It's like very uncomfortable. I did get used to it, and you know, after a while, you know, I guess your body just gets used to it, and then from there, he hooked up the electrodes and started the procedure. So he had to do it in 4 different areas, which was pretty cool. It didn't take long to do, and matter of fact, after he got everything in place, it only took 8 minutes for the machine to do what it had to do. After the machine was done doing what it had to do, what he did was he took out the electrodes outside of the needle that was all, you know, the guiding needle that was in it all the way down. He took the electrodes out, and then he sprayed more, I guess you can say, numbing agent down in there so that I'll be more comfortable for a while. And you know, the numbing agent that he put down in there, plus the numbing agent that was up at the top, you know, it helped out a lot, you know, in that aspect. And then he just pulled them out, and basically I got a couple band-aids, and that was it. That was the wrap of it all. Got a couple band-aids. After the band-aids were put on, then from there, I think the sedative was starting to set in, because by the time I went back there, the sedative really didn't kick in like that. But he said that he told me that normally he does all of that without a sedative anyway. But because we talked about it prior to, and this was my first time, that he wanted to do it with the sedative so that I can feel more at ease at what I'm looking forward to getting. So today is day 0. Not in pain, I guess you could say. Funny thing is like my head is cool up here, but when it gets to the back part here of my head and my neck, everything is numb, which is weird. It feels weird. I did come home. Mom's drove me home. We ate. We had a good time talking. And basically I went upstairs and laid down, chilled out for a little while. Probably took a quick nap, you know, to sleep off that sedative, and then now I'm back up. Once I got up, Mom's brought me up, I love my mom. She brought me up a ice pack, and then I took some extra strength Tylenol. So right now, it's after taking the Tylenol and putting on the ice pack, it's about a few hours later. The numbing agent is still on because my head is numb. I don't have any pain as of right now. I'm trying to stay ahead of that. And so I'm about to get into bed for tonight. Lay down, probably take another extra strength Tylenol. 500 milligrams is what I'm taking per Tylenol, and chill out for the night. It was different doing this. Hopefully this will help with my degenerative disc disease. Also, the doctor stated that this might help as well with the pain that I'm having in my shoulder, and just going on from there. So the next couple of days that I'm going to be doing this, I'm going to just be updating everybody on my pain levels, as far as that, and then also what I'm doing in the meantime to keep my pain to a minimum as well. I'll be getting up tomorrow, trying to put together a video so that everybody can see what is going on. But what I am going to do is I'm going to put a video up of what the procedure really looks like live, and I'm going to do that now.
Before the procedure begins, your physician starts by cleaning the skin over the injection site and injecting a local anesthetic to numb the area. Another needle is placed through the numb tissue, and the entire procedure is performed using fluoroscopic or X-ray guidance. When the needle is in the correct location, an electrode is introduced into the center of the needle. Stimulation is initiated first with sensory stimulation and then with motor stimulation. When the correct needle position is verified, local anesthetic and sometimes a steroid medication are injected. The electrode is then heated to between 50 and 80 degrees Celsius and kept at that temperature for several minutes. Electrothermal heat is generated, which allows for destruction of surrounding pain fibers, thereby decreasing your pain. After a brief recovery period, you're able to go home after the procedure. You may have some discomfort when the local anesthetic wears off, but this is typical and usually resolves with time.
So basically, after seeing that, that's basically what happened with me. But that was a different person, but that was just a good example of everything. And yeah, you know, I want to leave this video. I always want to leave the video on a good note. And my little brother, rest in peace, he died some time back. But his beautiful daughter had a baby, a little baby girl. And I think that babies are a blessing to the world. So I am going to leave up some pictures to close out this video for tonight. And I hope you guys enjoy it. And I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Peace.